So, if you ever watched The Simpsons, right? There's this character by the name of Nelson, right? Nelson's the bully, all right? Now, the one thing I like about Nelson is his laugh. And so I'm going to channel my inner Nelson. And when I point to Kamala Harris on her 28% approval rating. 28%? Hey, and if you ask me, that number is still too high. A recent USA Today study poll shows that just 28% of the Americans approve of the job that Kamala Harris has done as vice president. Just 28%. Now, that is by far the lowest number in the history of U.S. presidents. That number is lower than Dick Cheney. That number is lower than Donald Trump. It couldn't get much. It's so bad right now. What's up, Too Raw? Salute to my homie Too Raw for TV. It's so bad right now that there's rumblings about replacing her with Pete Buttigieg and Stacey Abrams. Oh, Joe Biden's number's not any better. His is sitting at only 38%. It's so bad right now, they're considering putting a new team of Democratic contenders on the ticket in 2024. Now, the two names that popped up was Stacey Abrams and Pete Buttigieg. Pete Buttigieg would be the president. Stacey Abrams would be the running mate. That's how bad it is right now. Old Jim Clyburn. What does old Jim Clyburn have to say about this, right? Because, we believe in Joe. And Joe knows us. And we know Joe. And we believe in him. Right? Just sit your ass down somewhere. Old boot-licking, 5-button dusty suit wearing Jim Clyburn. Sit your ass down somewhere. Hey, where the fuck your daughter at anyway? Where your ugly ass daughter at, Jim Clyburn? I just want to know. No, don't worry. I have zero interest in her. Right? Orangutan. I'm pretty sure there's an orangutan that's attracted to her and shit. Yep, exactly. Truman, Nixon, and Bush have been lower than that for Joe Biden. See, this is what you get, Joe Biden. This is what you get, right? Because people, y'all sitting there talking about, this woke mob. Oh, this woke mob is what causing us for all these dissensions going on in America. Ain't but no woke mob. What the fuck? See, you white supremacists out there love taking our talking points and weaponizing it. So you could have just said the black community is the reason why Joe Biden's numbers has slipped. Well, yeah, we're going to take responsibility for that. You know why? Because the road to the presidency goes to the black vote. It goes to the black vote. Like I said in my epic rant last night, if you're not willing to do anything for black people, then don't expect us to come out. I'm just going to say it. All right? That's the truth of the matter. You guys refuse to bend to the will. You guys refuse to acknowledge the tangibles and act on those tangibles. You guys continue to disrespect us with all these symbolisms and all that, and you're seeing it as a result of those of your failure to act. Right? Oh, hey, now what are the odds that these numbers going to get even lower the next time a poll like this comes around? What are the odds that Kamala Harris' number drops even lower than that? I mean, it's like almost like each passing month, it's just like these guys just hit record lows for approval rating. Matter of fact, I posted on the community post under this one channel, Breaking Points, where they put out a poll of there of people that subscribe to that channel of Kamala Harris's approval rating. 92% said they disapprove of her rating. Only 8% said they approve of what she does and how she's doing. That means if Joe Biden, whether fate comes in and takes his carcass out of here, or he decides to ride off into the sunset like that old gunslinging white supremacist cowboy, cacao, right? Then who is going to be left on the ticket? They're not going to put Kamala Harris up there. What's up, Ill Will? What's up, my homie? Salute, bro. They're not going to put Kamala Harris on that ticket. They're not. The way she's getting destroyed, ain't no way. Maybe, so you gotta, it's not a total zero, okay? There's a couple people that approves of the job she does, like Willie Brown, Montel Williams, because, when your head getting vicious and all that, what I'm saying, some memories just are lasting ones. So, of course, she gonna have at least 2 fans, right? Oh, and then her estranged husband, right? So she got 3 fans, at least 3, right? So she's not gonna be the total 0, right? But this is beyond damning. I don't know if you can come back from this. I mean, it was already bad enough that you had a $6 trillion Build Back Better plan, got pretty much. Oh yeah, who can forget about old silly Billy Clinton? That's right. Yeah, he approves too, right? But yeah, this whole. But if you could let me be serious for a second. These are disgraceful numbers, but it shouldn't be surprising considering that one, she wasn't qualified to begin with. How could this woman, who was the first candidate to drop out all of her imaginary followers, right? When she outed her at that presidential debate in Detroit, and Detroit is predominantly black. So if there was one place where Kamala Harris should have taken the bull by the horns, was in Detroit, right? That was during the second presidential debate. She didn't do that. Instead, Tulsi Gabbard, right? She goes on and lists off all of Kamala Harris's atrocities, from unfairly locking up black men, keeping them there past their sentences, having them there for cheap labor, amongst other things. We can go down the line. How she falsely manipulated evidence, right? One of her forensic workers falsely manipulating evidence, and to the point 600 cases had to get overturned, right? Then you had the whole situation with One West Bank, where she, as an attorney general, knew about all the atrocities Steve Mnuchin did, chose not to go after him. And what did Steve Mnuchin get for Kamala Harris's failure to go after him? Oh yeah, he becomes the Treasury Secretary. That's one amongst the many atrocities about Kamala Harris. But Tulsi Gabbard outed Kamala Harris for her reprehensible record. She couldn't defend that reprehensible record, and as a result, her precipitous drop down the poll got her to be the first individual out of the running for president of the United States. Now, as vice president, because she had no business being vice president, but we'll go along with anything for the black community outside of taking selfies outside of Black Lives Matter Boulevard. No, we have not seen her do anything outside for the black community outside take selfies outside Black Lives Matter Boulevard. Have we seen her galvanize anybody in that matter? Forget us blacks. What about her Asian counterparts? Right? What about her Anglo-Saxon counterparts? She hasn't done anything. And then she goes down to Guatemala, tells the people down in Guatemala not to come to the United States, right? Because, it's kind of hypocritical for an immigrant to tell other immigrants you can't come to the United States. So not only is she telling her fellow migrants not to come, she botches the interview with Lester Holt, right? Wait, we going to so are you going to go down to the southern border? We've been to the southern border. We've been to the border. You haven't been to the border. So she botches the interview with Lester Holt. Then a month later, we hear more about her infighting. There's infighting amongst her ranks. When you got all that estrogen within your ranks, of course there could be infighting, right? I don't know if Corinne Stud Pierre and or Corinne Jean Pierre, not Stud Pierre, but yeah, she's stud anyway, right? Corinne Jean Pierre and Simone Sanders, I don't know if they were having some kind of wrestling match in the back, right? Of fighting over who's gonna be the goddamn communication secretary, right? Because what's her face? Simone Sanders still hadn't gotten over the fact that she lost that position when she did all that tackling, all that bullet deflecting for Joe Biden, and she's still mad that she got passed over for a woman who looked like Peppermint Patty off Peanuts. Straight up. She still haven't gotten over that shit. So, all in all, the low numbers due to the infighting, she can't even get her own cabinet straight, her own administration together. No one's on the same page. There's infighting, there's jealousy, there's all this backbiting and finger pointing and all that. And then she botches the interview the way she had to go through interview training at the direction of Joe Biden. Matter of fact, the White House was so pissed off, they got into John Cooper's communication feed while he's doing reports for CNN, voicing their displeasure about Kamala Harris and her botching of that interview. And she was down here last week. Now, she did a campaign rally for Terry McAuliffe a couple weeks ago, prior to Terry McAuliffe losing the gubernatorial race out here in Virginia. So she was down out here first she was down at Hampton University. I don't know why she was at Hampton University. Nobody wanted her there. And then she was there, they respected her even less. And then you go to Howard. So that's even more ironic. You so-called go to Howard, but yet you went down to Hampton University, and Hampton and Howard are bitter rivals? Okay, woman. Yeah, ain't nobody like you like that. And then you down there putting on a cringeworthy rally speech for Terry McAuliffe. Terry McAuliffe in the background don't even know what to do. Don't even know what to say. The only thing he can do is shake his goddamn head. What's up, Kenyon Perry? Lou the Rider. I see y'all in the building, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Hey, man. And if you donate to my channel, man, I'll be greased. Cash App, $Freeway 95 US if you want to donate, right? $Freeway 95 US, paypal.me/LBryant699 for the PayPal, right? What's up, Michael Sykes? Long time no see, my brother. Salute to you, bro. So, this whole notion that this woman can just sit around here and parade herself to be something that she really is, because, the administration didn't treat her like a all-star. She didn't treat her like she was an all-star, all-star candidate or whatever like that. And all-star, like, they treated her like they're supposed to just roll out the red carpet for this woman, right? Now, this the thing, y'all. Her approval numbers are a direct result of all the aforementioned things. Plus, if you listen to what current employees, former employees say about this woman, it is cringeworthy. It makes you even believe how the hell she even got in that position to begin with. And considering the infighting, the backbiting, shows one or two things: her lack of leadership and her gross incompetence of being unqualified to be holding that position she's in right now. I mean, if we really think about this a second, y'all, Carmelo Anthony's field goal percentage for the Lakers so far this season is a higher number than Kamala Harris's approval rating. Think about this, y'all. Ben Simmons, Forrest, what's up, Daz? Salute, bro. Daz Diggity, my man in the building. Think about this, y'all. Ben Simmons shot atrocious in the playoffs last year from the free throw line. That's a higher number than goddamn old Kamala Harris's approval rating. Right? My little brother's age, right? My true little brother, my blood brother, right? He's 27. He's at Kamala Harris's approval rating number. How is that possible? How is my little brother's age just as high as almost as high as your approval rating? You only got yourself to blame, bro. You only got yourself to blame for this atrocity, Kamala Harris. You only got yourself to blame for that. Let's count the others. Let's see what else is higher than Kamala Harris's approval rating. All right, Room, this is your chance to. What else is higher than Kamala Harris's approval rating? Let's see. My gas tank sitting at 38%. Well, that's higher than Kamala Harris's approval rating, right? This woman is awful, man. Look, they're gonna have to find a way to get her up out of there. Either they're gonna have to find a way to get her up out of there, man. Look, maybe the establishment gonna have to like pressure her or some shit. Maybe invoke the 25th Amendment, get her ass up out of there. Something gonna have to give, because if Joe Biden doesn't run again, she cannot be on the ticket. She cannot be on the presidential ticket. It would spell, you just pretty much, you might as well just go ahead and roll out the red carpet and let Donald Trump prance his way back in the White House. Now, that's provided that Donald Trump even lived to see 2024. But in the event that fate don't kick the door in and take his soul and shit, he's probably going to run again. He still has a base. Despite the fact that he's out of office, this motherfucker still got staunch supporters. Despite the fact he's grifted them, he's lied to them, he's misled them, he's led, and he's pretty much, for all intents and purposes, falls short of taking them to the slaughterhouse and they getting their bodies all chopped up and used as pork. He's done all of that, short of that. And yet people will still vote for this man. There's something about this man that make, 60-year-old cougars' panties wet. Makes motherfuckers want to storm the Capitol, scaling the side of the damn Capitol like they auditioning for American Ninja Warrior. And despite all of that, this man has beaten 2 impeachments. Now, a lot of that has to do with a lot of Republicans voting not to convict the man because Trump's in their back pocket and in their ear and all that shit, right? They're kissing the pinky ring and the pinky feet and all that, right? But still, the motherfucker beaten 2 impeachments. No matter how grossly, obviously bad it was. And he's probably going to run for president again. And he's probably going to win. Unless these motherfuckers get their head out their ass and start bending to the will of the black vote. Because look, you guys going to continue to sit up here and not learn your lesson, tearing McAuliffe home right now. Right? Because all you Democratic Party all-stars was down here shucking and jiving and shuffling y'all feet and tap dancing and all that, voting for this motherfucking Terry McAuliffe. Now, me, Too Raw, J-Dog, and like a couple other people that live out here in VA know about Terry McAuliffe. He was a governor from 2014 to 2018. Guess what he did for black people? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let y'all guess what he did for black people. Oh, yeah, that's right. He didn't do a goddamn thing for black people. He didn't do a goddamn thing for black people. The only time you see this Bama was that goddamn Norfolk State during their homecoming. That's the only time you saw Terry McAuliffe down there trying to siphon off some votes with him and Obama and all that. Right? So, no, those numbers don't surprise me. Those numbers will continue to get lower because you know what about one thing about these established Democrats, like the Mrs. Potato Head Nancy Pelosi, people of her ilk, and Negro Jim Clyburn, and people of his ilk, right? Because you know he got a person that graduated with honors from his school of coonery, Bakari Sellout. Yeah, Bakari Sellout, you a bitch. You a bitch, a whole bitch, and not but a bitch. So help me God. And yeah, motherfucker, your trifling ass is in my crosshairs. Once I find out you have my birthday, oh yeah, motherfucker, I will give you hell for the rest of my goddamn life. Bitch. Anyway. When we gonna get some new blood up in this motherfucker, man? Huh? When we gonna get some new bloods up in here, right? The progressive, man, on the progressive, man, they know progressives and y'all not making no progress. I wish Quest X would hurry up and do a video about that. If he hadn't done the video already. YouTube ain't sending out notifications. I don't know if he did the video about these progressives and all that, but these guys ain't progressives. They should call themselves reversives. The reversives, right? Because that's where y'all motherfuckers going, in reverse. Because when you make progress, you're supposed to go forward. You motherfuckers, to the rear, march. That's what y'all did. Oh yeah, Joe Biden, you think we forgot? You said out of your mouth, flat out, that you want to compensate people who don't even want to be here. Not who want to be here. What's up, Sean Ojicore? Salute to you, my brother. Hey man, Joe Biden want to compensate people who are not even supposed to be here. Motherfuckers not even supposed to be here. And yet, they're going to get all kinds of subsidiaries. They're going to get all kinds of treatment. They're going to get all kinds of incentives and all that. And we know why that is. So they're going to vote for you to get the wealth, and then to keep their wealth, they're going to vote Republican. That's what they do. That's what these immigrants do. But these dumbass Democratic members don't see that. You're gonna give them asylum here in the United States, give them all kind of money, give them all kind of passports, all kind of licenses, and all this other dumbass shit. And they're gonna vote for you because you've given them wealth. But to keep that wealth, they're gonna vote Republican. That's what they're gonna do. And yet, y'all continue to spit in our face every time y'all turn your head around. That's even we even get you to turn your goddamn head around. You guys spit in our face every chance you get, and then come election time, then you want to parade yourself around here asking us to vote for y'all, and then when we don't vote for y'all because y'all hadn't done shit, then y'all want to blame the black community. You got that bowling ball ham hock, Roland Martin. That motherfucker need to be attached to a crane and take out the side of a Pizza Hut, and yet that motherfucker will run his mouth talking about you stupid motherfucker won't vote. Beep, 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 beep. when it's time for voting rights, what's the point of having voting rights if motherfuckers ain't gonna give us a reason to come out and vote? Look, you gotta give me a reason to come out and vote. Not just because some woman look good and all that. Take more than that. It could take more than someone that just all of a sudden found the thing and found this tree of life and start talking like people in the black community when they have no evidence to support or nothing consistent to support it. No. So Cori Bush and Nina Turner, right? Y'all back Bernie Sanders, man. Y'all operatives. Right? Y'all a bunch of operatives. So, no, y'all talk like us, but y'all work for Bernie Sanders, the same motherfucker that was like, reparation isn't feasible. And then when he was done in South Carolina with old Jim Clapper and Fish Fry, you had a man go confront Bernie Sanders about reparations. And what did he get for kindly, respectfully asking that bald-headed bigot a question about reparations? He got kicked out the Fish Fry. Now, how does a black man get kicked out of free Fish Fry all because he wanted to ask you something about reparations, Bernie Sanders? So, this whole notion about the progressives, they need to call themselves the reversives. Because y'all haven't done anything to move the country forward. You ain't done shit. Cori Bush, you think just because you sleeping outside the goddamn Capitol building and the eviction moratorium was set to expire, you think you sleeping outside the goddamn Capitol was some kind of way for you to show protest or something like that? But you hadn't pushed for reparations? Hey man, if you just push for reparations, if you push for blacks getting what they deserve, getting what we want, if you was pushing for that instead of pushing for Joe Manchin being in his goddamn yacht, you think calling him out on CNN was gonna make him get out and do whatever he needed to do? Fuck no. You thought that really gonna work, Cori Bush? Fuck out of here. You think sleeping outside the goddamn Capitol to protest some eviction moratorium was gonna sway the black vote? Was gonna get up out of seat and start cheerleading for you? Fuck no. You work for Bernie Sanders. But see, when I call this out, you got dumbass black feminists out there. You got these feminist groups out here, right? They'll talk shit about a black man, but they'll fuck a black man first chance they get. Oh man, why you being misogynistic? Right? Fuck out of here. And I dare any feminist to call herself bringing her sticky cooch around here thinking that you weigh the dick in this channel. Fuck that. I'm going to tell you right now, dick drive the car. I'm going to tell you right now, dick drive the car. So don't try it. Don't even fucking try it. Now, if you want to be a black woman and you want to come in and debate me, then yes, I would debate a black woman. A strong, smart, articulate black woman. Yeah, I'll debate a smart, articulate black woman. Right? I have no problem doing that. But I bet her ass out of here like Ken Griffey Jr. I consistently take him out the park like Ken Griffey. Do you believe I'm closer to God? That's right. No time for fake ones. Just set some Kool-Aid with these real ones. From east to west coast, spreading lunch, son. But yeah, going back to Kamala Harris, man. Look, your job performance is abysmal, okay? And this is not a good sign heading into next year's midterms. This is not a good sign heading into next year's midterms. Now, You thought Terry McAuliffe losing was bad. You just wait. Because last time I checked, you guys hold a razor, not even a razor thin, a paper thin lead in the Senate. A paper thin lead in the House of Representatives. Then Republicans take over, y'all really gonna catch hell getting bills passed now. If Mitch McConnell, that ventriloquist dummy with the burnt up jack off hand, right? Because he still ain't told us how the fuck he burnt up his hand. That was he touching cyanide? Was he touching fentanyl? And if you touching fentanyl still live, I want to know how the fuck you did that. Was you touching hot coals while you were trying to flip a steak? What the fuck that caused you to burn your goddamn hand? But if Mitch McConnell retakes the Senate, you know he already calls them things. He already calls himself the Grim Reaper, and given by his age and looks, hell, shit, he ain't far from it. He right. Matter of fact, one can make an argument he right on cue with that shit, right? But if Mitch McConnell regains Senate majority, you think you catching hell with Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema? Two people you couldn't even handle within your own ranks? Oh man, Mitch McConnell channeling his inner Jack Nicholson and like, where did they get a load of me? Where did they get a load of me? You don't believe me? Ask Obama about me there, Joe Biden. If I take over as Senate Majority Leader, you better ask Obama about me. I will make sure you'll be a one-term president. And that will be the proverbial final nail in the coffin. The Republicans will block every bill. Then come election time, they'll just parade around saying how the Democrats didn't do shit. You know, it's always a never-ending cycle in the playbook of white supremacy, right? Hey, just block every bill the Democrats propose, and then parade around come election time. See what these Democrats done for you? These guys hadn't done anything for you, right? You need to vote for us. We'll get it right. We'll fix it. Now, they'll want you to forget all the 4 years they had control and they didn't do shit. Only and give the rich tax cuts and all that. Yeah, they want you to forget about all that, right? They want you to forget about all that. But hey, you can sit up there and do you, boo-boo, right? Because a lot of these politicians bank on the fact, or bank on this notion that there's a lot of people out there that are mindless numbskull. They're a bunch of dumbasses that won't do research and they won't fact check their stupid asses, right? But there are quite a few people that will do research, that will fact check, and I'm like, hey, motherfucker, hey, since when you had this position here for a few years now and you didn't do shit, so why should we vote for you again? See, when they go to these town halls, they don't get called out because a lot of their constituents that are there, they like set name candidate, right? So you won't have a whole bunch of people challenging them. Or if they do get the sense that there's people there that will challenge them, they just won't take questions. That's what these politicians do. They'll sit up there, they'll spill a whole bunch of nonsense like they did all this work and they put all this tireless effort in and all that, right? And then, oh yeah, but we can't take no questions now. I got a flight to catch, right? My flight leaves in an hour and a half. Step on it, right? That's what they do. That's what they do, right? But now, Kamala Harris is in France right now. Joe Biden has tasked her with smoothing things over with the Paris climate agreement. Do I do video requests? Yes, but I do not do video requests for free. So if you hit me on the Cash App, you know what I'm saying? Any donation in the Cash App, I do video requests. But whatever video you want, you hit me on the Cash App, I'll do whatever video you want me to, right? Just as long as it's not about, you know, something that's illegal or unethical. And where was I at? Oh yeah. So now, do we have confidence that Kamala Harris is gonna, cause she's in France right now, right? Probably French kissing her husband because it's almost like nighttime out there in France, right? So she's out there on this Paris climate agreement that Trump pulled out of a couple years ago when he was president. Now, what are the odds that Kamala Harris is going to go over there and she's going to botch this thing up? What are the odds that when she gets back to the United States, by the time she gets back to the United States, Joe Biden is going to get a nasty gram from the French president? What are the odds? What are the odds Joe Biden is going to get a nasty gram from the Moroccan leader or from the Moroccan president? Right? I don't necessarily know who's in the this France outside the United States and France, obviously, right? Or the Paris Climate Agreement or whatever they call it, right? Obviously, United States was in it until Trump pulled out. France was in it, obviously. But there's a few other countries that's in it. I don't have that information right offhand because I'm trying to eat some checkers and shit. But I'll probably do that for a later video, right? So she's over there trying to smooth all that over. What are the odds that she botches this shit? Because she couldn't handle what's going on down in Guatemala when the people in Guatemala was telling her to go home, right? When people in Guatemala was telling her to fix her corrupt government. Yes, the United States government is corrupt as fuck, but it's very legal corruption. Motherfuckers take bribes every day. Why do you think Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema and all these other motherfucking Democrats was running around here acting like a bunch of goddamn wildcats and shit? They know good and well they needed their support. But Joe Biden refusing to play hardball, wanted to sit up there and extend the olive branch to these motherfuckers, right? See, the one thing I give Donald Trump wasn't gonna sit up there and extend no olive branch to a motherfucker. Either you fall in line or something gonna happen to you. That's the one thing I give Donald Trump. I don't like the motherfucker. I don't support the motherfucker. But the one thing about Donald Trump is he puts something out, he expects you to fall in line. And he don't care if you work for him or not. You either fall in line or you're going to get fucked up. We're going to fuck your political career up if you don't fall in line. No, but Joe Biden wants to sit there and extend the olive branch. Them two jackasses stand on their square and they're relented. The progressives relented. Joe Biden himself relented. Nancy Pelosi relented. Right? Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema got what they wanted. Kirsten Sinema was so emboldened, she gonna walk by a constituent at the airport, just pretty much just blow her off, right? While almost blowing the dick of goddamn Tim Scott, figuratively speaking. So she apologized to Tim Scott when you had a fellow white woman constituent asking her about specific apologies. She just ignored her like she wasn't even there. Now, had that white woman slapped the wig off her fucking head, that'd have been funny. Well, she would have gone to jail too, probably, for assaulting a U.S. senator. But whatever. Kirsten Sinema ain't done shit. All she did was get paid off by a whole bunch of fucking lobbyists and special interest groups and shit. Whatever the case may be, your ass didn't propose that bill. Your ass didn't push that bill, Joe Biden, and you sure as hell didn't push anything for the black community. So why should we vote for y'all again? I wish there was a way I could hit the dislike 1,000 times. Go on different computers. Do you approve of their job performance? No. I wish I could hit no like 10,000 times and shit. But I'll go only hit it once. But that's why I'm at on that. But this is what you get. This is what you get, Kamala Harris. And this is not going to stop. It's not. Your nightmare, my friend, well, you're not my friend, but you get the idea. Your nightmare is just beginning. Yes, sir, Bob. I ain't one to gossip, but you ain't heard that from me. No, you haven't. So I asked him to put some lettuce and tomatoes on this shit. But it tastes good. Eating this burger will make my goddamn on hot skip. But yeah. She's sitting up here acting like she's some goddamn all-star figure in the Democratic Party. Bitch, you hadn't done shit. Just because you got long hair and 2 holes that's enjoyable, look. That don't mean you qualify. That don't mean you qualify at all. And truth be told, the vice presidency is her ceiling. The vice presidency is Kamala Harris's ceiling. She will never become president, ever. It will have to take Joe Biden passing away from a heart attack or by natural causes or some other uncommon phenomenon for Kamala Harris to become the president of the United States. But her getting there on her own merit, look, 2 lions got a better chance of fucking in Africa before Kamala Harris becomes president of her own merit. For real. Matter of fact, I'm going to go a step further. You have a better chance of 5 lions and 5 lionesses having a massive lion orgy out there in Africa before Kamala Harris becomes president of the United States. Damn right. That's right. There ain't no way this woman get to her own merit. I just laid out the many instances of how she won't get there. Infighting amongst her ranks, botching interviews. Hell, she couldn't even answer a question of who's the best rapper alive. Angela Rye threw that goddamn cupcake. I mean, that cupcake was so soft, it melted when it got in your mouth. That cupcake was so soft. That goddamn cupcake of a question. So who's the best rapper of all time? Tupac? Really, woman? Tupac. Tupac, who been dead since September 1996. Right? And then she tries to clean it up by talking about how Tupac lives forever in her heart. Now, this was the same woman that went on the goddamn Breakfast Club talking about, I listened to Tupac and Snoop Dogg in 85. Now, Tupac Shakur and Calvin Brodus were not these well-known hip-hop icons in 1985. And I'm starting to question whether or not she's from Oakland, because if she was really from Oakland, she would have known about Too Short. Too Short been rapping in 85. How the fuck she missed Too Short? I mean, that was the most softball ass question you could throw somebody, she still missed. You already know Mike Lewis. You already know. So no, I don't trust this woman to be the president. Like I said last night, I don't trust this woman to be president of Keebler. You have them 5 Keebler elves is like, look, just stand over there and be ugly. We gonna continue to make these cookies and crackers and shit, cause we behind no schedule, no thanks to you. That's what them Keebler elves gonna be telling Kamala Harris. She ain't qualified to lead nothing. She couldn't even lead Girl Scouts. Them 8-year-olds gonna be looking at her like, what's she doing? So no, that 28% approval rating don't shock me at all. If anything, I'm surprised that number is as high as it is. If anything, it should be in the single digits, like her campaign. And for anybody that's over, hey man, why you so hard on Kamala Harris? And why you always gotta be banging on her and all that? Well, one, I'm not banging her. Her husband is, for one. And then for two, and more importantly, she ain't respecting black people, so I'm giving her her just desserts. She ain't respecting us, we ain't respecting her, and that's totally fine by us. But if she thinks she could parade herself around the black community, thinks she gonna get votes and all that, right? And for all you feminists out there, I'm gonna ask y'all something, right? I'm gonna ask y'all something. So Kamala Harris was out here when she was the attorney general and prosecutor and all that, and she had that goddamn Truancy Act, and she was locking up black women and all that, separating her kids and separating that woman from her kids and all that. Where was the black girl magic in that? Huh? Where's the black girl magic in that? So she can arrest black women, put them in jail, separate that black woman from her kids and all that, right? Kids ain't going to school, kids playing hooky, mom working 2-3 jobs just to be able to put food on the table and a roof over their head. They don't appreciate her by going to school, and yet she going to jail? Where's the black girl magic in that? Where's the black girl magic in defending our sister? When Matrice Richardson, when she was Attorney General, she used the Matrice Richardson case to weaponize her campaign for the Senate. She used Matrice Richardson's case as a way to weaponize her campaign for Attorney General out in California. Where's the black girl magic in that? Where's the justice for Matrice Richardson? Sure, they running her mouth about Breonna Taylor. Woman, you got a lot of temerity to be running your mouth about Breonna Taylor, considering that what you did or what you didn't do for Matrice Richardson and her family. Boy, I tell you, man, you callous as fuck. You are one callous woman, man. Straight up, man. And you wonder why nobody don't like you. You wonder why nobody don't trust you. And damn sure nobody wonder why nobody respects you. That was some callous shit what she did. But that's all right, though. Hey, if ain't nobody gonna keep putting their foot in their ass, I will. I will. Right? I will. This woman was thoroughly and utterly rejected in goddamn California. And you demons couldn't see the writing on the wall? Y'all couldn't see that this woman was unqualified? Y'all couldn't see that? Hell, Stevie Wonder could have seen that. How does the average American see the play what's going on, but y'all couldn't see the play? Or y'all just thought we was a whole bunch of idiotic, mindless numbskulls running right here in America, and we'll just parade anybody in front of y'all, and y'all just take it, right? You ain't got no choice but to take it. We like her, so do you. No. That's not how this works. If I don't like somebody, right? If I don't like somebody, I'm not going to be singing their motherfucking praises. Now, if she was not the vice president of the United States, I, for all intents and purposes, will ignore this woman. But there's a reason why I keep on banging on this woman, because this woman will eventually, if anything happens to Joe Biden, will have the ability to make decisions that will have an impact on the economy, decisions that will have had impact on whether or not our troops and our sailors and our Marines and airmen go to war. She could possibly have the ability to make decisions that will have lasting effects on how you live here in the United States. So yeah, that's why I keep banging on her, because a lot of people don't know. Now, if you don't care to know, that's your problem. But if you were misinformed, if you were duped, smackerdorfed, and hit over the head with a whole bunch of lies and misinformation, I'm your man. God damn it. I'm your man that bring you out the dark and into the light. Smash the like. Hit the subscribe. Thank y'all for watching this video. If you're going to watch this video later on, thank you for that too. And last but not least, I thank everybody for subscribing to my channel. I thank everyone for liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you hate me, I don't care. I thank you too, right? You trolls, give me the motivation to do with this shit every day too. So I thank you. Smash the like, hit the subscribe. Shouts out to the mighty LDBC. This your boy. Scream at me. Ho!